Pastoral countryside, life seems to flow quietly by, and yet this tranquility is sometimes broken by terrible noises. You will have noticed that the fields are not reserved exclusively for the sheep. Here he is, the village troublemaker, who's responsible for all the pandemonium and surrealism. Hew is fascinated by armour and halberds and is also known for his skills at restoring things. His manor house is a museum to the Middle Ages. What he likes above all is the art of war making. His library is overflowing with manuscripts and books describing great battles and arms from the era. It was while reading about Napoleon III that this eccentric had the idea of building a trebuchet. But this frightful weapon of destruction has never been properly drawn, not even by Leonardo da Vinci.
These, as they are drawn, they would not work. And that even applies to Leonardo's well-known drawing here, who, as we know, was a very clever engineer and a marvellous artist. And so why he drew this thing like that, I don't know, but it's quite obvious that this horse is not going to fly out of that machine. It's going to be an absolute disaster. The machine's going to break to pieces.
Never mind, this doesn't stop Hew from launching into the adventure of building his own trebuchet without the help of an engineer's plans. His faithful companion, Richard Barr, gives him a hand. The two accomplices are quickly caught up in the game, and it's the car that amuses them the most. It requires very careful preparation. Having positioned the car on the takeoff track, it has to be solidly attached to a steel rope. Hew doesn't trouble himself about making a few holes around the motor. He knows it's the most solid part of the vehicle and won't disintegrate at takeoff. All that remains is to lower the top of the arm, at the end of which the car is fixed. At the other end is a counterweight weighing several tons, which acts as a balancing pole. The trigger is engaged. Hew gives the start signal.
Right. Okay. Ready?
The tractor frees the arm and the trebuchet starts moving. Tough luck for the sheep.
Well, not bad, eh?
Not bad.
Smashed it up pretty nice. It
yes.
won't drive again anyway, I don't think.
Not very well, no. But,
No, that's fair enough, isn't it? Whenever they land on their wheels, they come down a bit, you know. They sort of reduce in height, don't they?
Weighing 30 tons and 20 metres high, the trebuchet was used to lay siege to enemy castles by launching enormous stones or dead horses which wrought devastation. Its balancing pole and 9-ton counterweight system grabbed objects from the ground and threw them several hundred metres at high speed. Hew is delighted with his success but doesn't intend to stop there.
I'd like to make a bigger one, yes. But whether we'll achieve it, I don't know. And I have a feeling that it may not work, as it's all very well throwing half a ton, 1 ton. But if you're then going to throw 10 tons, it's a big challenge. And the forces must be very great, and I think it may just fold up and collapse. So it'll be a massive disaster.
As he isn't yet able to throw double-decker buses, Hew has found a new game. Throwing a car up into the air is fun, but what do you think about a bomb? Richard is of course game, he's the acrobat, and climbing to the top of this monster doesn't worry him at all. But this time the two accomplices do have to be very careful and can't afford to make a mistake. If the barrel of 200 litres of petrol did explode at takeoff, it would be a disaster. When you hear this laugh in the English countryside, don't leave your car on the side of the road.
Excellent glove.